Hi guys, it is Tuesday and I am coming on. I have kind of a mixed emotion video today. I've been kind of emotional and there's a reason for that, but I just wanted to come on and sorry, close my computer, it's kind of loud. I wanted to come on and speak to those of you who are trying to consider weight loss surgery. If this is something you want to do, you're not sure, you want to try it again on your own, I'm all for people losing the weight on their own. It's definitely a last resort to have surgery, I feel. My husband and I try to how I want to word this. Let me start by saying I got my period. It's my 3rd month in a row getting my period on my own, which is the only time in my life I can remember that, ever. When I first started my period, I don't want to get in too much of this, but you know, it wasn't normal by any means, and had some problems, and all through my life with my polycystic ovaries and my weight gain, have had irregular to no periods at all. Oh, see how loud my computer is? Did you hear that go off? Gosh. So I've spent most of my life, you know, puberty on, dealing with that. And it's manifested itself in lots of different ways. The problems with PCOS, irregular menstruation, all the hormone imbalance issues that I have, hypothyroid, just a bunch of issues. But then one of the main problems that I've had with it has been infertility. Now, I have 2 beautiful boys. I do not want to come across at all weepy or sad about the blessings that God has bestowed upon me, because I have 2 children, naturally, with my husband, blessed beyond I thought I would ever be, because I had been told at one point that I just would not have any of my own children. But my husband and I conceiving was very, very stressful. Very hard. Years and years and years and years worth of trying and trying and trying, and drugs and anything you can imagine. Every month not ovulating, not getting a period, not being pregnant, every month for a long time. Now I did eventually on both instances lose some weight and get pregnant. Where I'm going with this is I have just lost 36 pounds. I'm about 37, maybe even 38. I'm up and down, especially now that I got my period. I've seemed to have gained all of a sudden. But I spent years trying to have a baby. Had my 1 child, and then I was able to have my 2nd child. But then we've since then spent years again trying to have another child. We don't feel done. We don't feel complete yet. We are very happy, but we still feel that we would like another child. But I was out of control and have been unable to do so. Well, now I'm going to be 37, which means if I got pregnant, you know, after all this, after I get down to goal and I get healthy again, I'd be 38 or 39 having a child, and I know that's not unheard of. There are just a lot of risks that come with that, and we have to weigh whether or not we are willing to take those risks. We have a very happy, healthy family now. Yes, we would like another baby, but do we want to then be, you know, almost 40 years old and having a child? I'm not knocking it. I know a lot of people do it. A lot of people, it's the only time they can get pregnant, so but we really wrestle with that now, whether or not we would want to have another child. And there's days I'm so furious with myself for waiting, for not doing this earlier, where I would be younger and be able to make the choice, yeah, let's have another child. It's time to have another child. So, those of you who are waiting for something, whether it be to lose this weight, if you're just waiting to do it on your own, you've tried and tried and tried and you can't seem to do it, but you're still holding out hope that you can do it, I think that's great. But me personally, I'm kicking myself big time that I didn't do this earlier. Much earlier. And I hear a lot of people that say that same thing, that they've wasted part of their lives. And I've wasted many years of my life being sad and depressed and hating myself. But the fertile years I can't get back. The younger years, the time that I would really want to have this family, and keep trying this journey. So I'm excited to get my period, to feel normal, to be regular, for my body to be working correctly. But it's kind of a kick in the pants because all of a sudden I'm regular and probably could get pregnant very easily. Had a lap band. I'm not supposed to get pregnant for at least a year, so we're waiting. Part of me just wants to just get pregnant anyway and deal with what happens. But I waited, and now I'm at the point where I'm not sure I'd want to have another baby because of my age, because of how old I would be as that child is growing up, how much older I'll be when my children are finally out of the home and my husband and I are back down to each other, just being each other again. So if you're waiting for something to do this, really think hard about it. Think hard about if in 2 years you decide to finally do this, is that 2 years wasted in your life where you could have been healthy and moving on with your life and doing the things that a healthy person does and feeling good? And yeah, I'm really emotional. The period seems to do that to me. I've never even had PMS before because I never get my period or ovulate, so I don't quite know how to cope with it yet. But that's where I am today. I'm excited. I mean, things are going great weight-wise. But it is kind of bittersweet because I'm finally to the point where I could probably have a child on my own easily. And I'm wondering if I want to anymore. So I wasted a lot of years being fat and being unhealthy to where my body wouldn't even work correctly to reproduce. And that's something I can't get back. I can't get that back. So that's where I am today, feeling a little depressed. Hoping that if I can inspire somebody to move forward and just take control of your life and just do this, and you won't regret it doing it sooner than later. And it was 2 years ago my doctor mentioned this to me. And if I'd done this 2 years ago, I would be completely fine with having another baby. I'd have another baby right now, probably. So, just some food for thought today. Sorry to be such a downer. Just need a little love and a little support. Maybe some advice. Anybody out there older and that had children close to 40? It's just a little scary for me. Kind of had 36 as a cutoff date in my head. That's how old my mom was when she had me, and I remember her being an older mom. And I remember thinking I didn't want my kids that late, but I'm gonna be 37 next month, so that cutoff date is coming, and that's, I think, what's scaring me the most and making me sad that now I'm getting my period on my own. And all I had to do was lose weight. Not all I had to do. I know how hard it is, but so just really think about it. Those of you who are trying to decide whether to change your life in this manner, gosh, it's just so many things and just so many years of every day just hating every choice I made and hating who I was and who I'd become and who I could be, and just not fulfilling what God had as a purpose for me. And it's not living life the way that I knew I could be. And I'm glad I've done it now. I'm glad I'm on this journey. But just some food for thought today. Sorry, this is a big downer. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have good news with a little bit of weight loss, and then at least I can redeem myself from this one. But this one needed to be done today. I'm at 10 minutes. Sorry, it's a long one. Hope you all have a great day. Bye.